Okay, welcome everyone. Testing the volumes. Okay, welcome everyone. Testing the... They sound good to me. Move the microphone just a little bit closer for less reverb. Okay. Hope everyone's having a good Thursday night. Pretty big matchup today, so long as there are no glitches like last Tuesday. We'll have a really good event here. Texas versus KRS, both undefeated. Malachi, I don't know how you do it. Every time. You are the first chatter. Every time. Impressive. Welcome, buddy. I don't know how you do it. Do you just camp out on my channel? I mean, that's cool if you do. Good to have you, though. Looks like both teams are full as well. There's always that glitch where you're like looking at multiple different names on the castle sometimes. It'll be duplicated, so it looks like there's extra players here, but really, it's not really the case. So yeah, we have a full contingent for both groups, it looks like. As long as my phone doesn't start buzzing from the WeChats about, oh no, it's glitched, then we should have a very solid matchup. This is one of 3 teams that is still undefeated. To give you guys an update, KRS and GSM will be facing off again at some point. It was determined that the match on Tuesday did not count due to the glitches that were happening. So the team captains on both those teams will decide on a different date, and they will have their match then, which I think is the best idea. I thought they were just going to give the win to both teams, so that that way it was a little bit more, it was fair for both teams that they just got the win. But nope, they're actually going the extra step, and they will face each other at a different time. So kudos to COK for that one. So in the near future, we will be enjoying a GSM versus KRS matchup, of the which both those teams, including Texas here, are still undefeated. Those are the last 3 teams undefeated. And after today, barring any issues, we will have one less team who is undefeated. And that's kind of the style of how things kind of work with the matchup. So everybody faces everybody at least once. So it's not like, you know, oh, I can Q dodge these guys or something. No. The way like I was going to be streaming was I was supposed to follow Texas the whole way through. For some reason that was kind of dumb, but they were going to face every other team that existed. So, you know, eventually at the very end, I guess what I'm trying to get to is there will be only one undefeated team possible, and it's possible that whoever is left undefeated could lose to a freak game or something, but at the most, at the end of the season, there will only be one undefeated team possible. Currently, we're at 3, and today, after tonight, we'll be at 2, because either Texas or KRS will lose. And we are T-minus 10 minutes away from that showdown. On the left side, you'll have Texas in the red. As you see, everybody over here is gearing up and getting ready. And then on the right-hand side, in the blue, will be KRS. It's going to be a very exciting match, guys. I really hope that there are no glitches to this. Really, really hope so. Malachi, I don't really do face cam for actual matches. I found that in a lot of esports, you've got the people kind of talking to you with face cam, kind of before the match sometimes, but definitely not during the match, especially since my face is going to be like down at my phone the whole time. The whole essence is that you're supposed to focus on the voice and the actual match and not really look at, you know, the webcam and everything. So yeah, that's why that's off. I only put it on Tuesday because we weren't doing anything but just chatting. So, yep, if you guys are just joining us, welcome. It's going to be a pretty good match here. I've only been trying to follow the most competitive matches, and you really can't get more competitive than 2 undefeated teams. Now, granted, KRS has 1 less victory, but that's only because of the glitch with GSM the last time we were around. But nonetheless, both teams are still undefeated. And actually, it's going to be really fun to see KRS in action, because I've been following a lot of Texas, so I know how strong they are, and they are very strong. But KRS has a bunch of marquee players who bring a lot to the table, and they're not undefeated for no reason either. So it'll be really interesting to see how that pans out. If I were a betting man, I would keep my money in my wallet, because there's no way I could call this match. There's no way. It wouldn't surprise me if one or both of these teams were in the finals. Like, I don't know. Well, just get ready. Buckle in. We're in for a good ride. But it's looking like both teams have all their respective players. I'm not really seeing a lack of anybody. I mean, there is the glitch in here where people's castles appear twice. But that's to be expected. It's been happening for the entire time so far. Like right there, there's 2 ladies. But that's just, you know, it's not that there's 2 players, because clearly it's the same name. You can't have the same name in COK, whether it's this server or not. So you know it's just a glitch. There's only 1 of those. So, as long as people can still teleport and attack things, we've got to go for this match. No issues whatsoever. And T-minus just over 7 minutes before the action begins. Right now they're in their prep phase. Everybody's given max level P6 castles. So they're re-rolling all of their attributes on their archangels, and they're assigning pieces to their lords and to their heroes. They're doing talent points. They're putting on dragon glass, purifying dragon glass, getting dragon words, setting up the wonder, you know, setting up formations too, and buying buffs. Like, they have 30 minutes to get this all done. Sometimes you just make the buzzer, because what really takes a lot of time is the purification. The purification is just a roulette. It's color roulette, really. Do I get the right stat? Do I settle for this stat? Yes, no, maybe? That's usually what takes the longest. If that wasn't in there, 30 minutes would be almost too much time. But you're given a lot of gold, so why not roll away? Why not roll it and see what happens? Good thing I got rid of that quickly. Yeah, you see people sort of choosing what they want right now. It's unfortunate I can't see what the attributes that they've chosen on their stuff is. That would be pretty cool. It's interesting to see what the glasses that they use too. I mean, I see a lot more 28s than anything. There's 130 over there, and that might just be a stylistic choice. And then you have people who are the rally setters who probably would be wearing the 15 glasses, but they won't be showing that just yet. Now people are already changing the way that their castles look. There's one there. So let's look at the other side. If you guys are just joining us, first of all, welcome. We have two undefeated teams facing off, which means we will have one less undefeated team by the end of the match. Actually, yeah, okay, so there's 128. So some people are actually choosing to hide their stats. Oh, there are 35s available. Interesting. No, I don't want to do that. Snap it. Yeah, there's a lot more people on this side covering up the equipment that they're using. A lot of people, actually. And it doesn't really even matter. I mean, what are you going to wear? Oh, I guess I'll wear Archangel. Wow. Spoiler alert. I mean, I guess they kind of want to hide in the glass, but again, that's not even a big deal. I guess if you're setting a rally and I mean, okay, so if you're setting a castle rally and they're wearing the 15 glass, that may be when you want to set the rally for them, when they're not so prepared, and only set it off if they do not change it. It's not a huge difference. I think you'd rather want to hit the castle if there's no one on the walls, personally, but whatever. To each their own. Everybody has their own tactics. T-minus 4 minutes. Last chance, everybody. If you need to get some drinks, get some food, barring any issues from glitches, this is going to be a huge, huge matchup. And again, as always, we'll be watching to see where everyone goes. How many people swarm the Crystal Mine? How many people swarm the Night Hall? From what Texas has been doing so far, they've been kind of sending 2 people to the Armory, 2 people to the training grounds. And they're doing that because they want to send quick marches to weaken a structure that has enemy troops before the rally hits. So, KRS may have their own unique strategy. I'm actually looking forward to seeing what they do. I was hoping to see it Tuesday, but, well, technical difficulties reigned supreme. Just under 3 minutes. See some people starting to come through now. Welcome. Undefeated match between Texas in the red, left side, KRS in the blue on the right side. I feel like a boxing, like an announcer sometimes, in the red corner and then in the blue corner. Yep. KRS isn't that interested in hiding their stats. I think I saw like one person who did so. Now this will be interesting too. If I go over here, I kind of want to see if the duplicate castle glitch lets me look at people's stats twice. It's only gonna, okay, so 35. What about you? Yeah, so literally the same thing. So that's how you know it's literally the same thing. Less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. Where will everyone go? Who's going to focus on what? And will their strategies change from the other matches? We will all know soon enough. And Malachi, I'm pretty close myself. I don't play a whole lot anymore, but I do enjoy the gameplay, and I mostly enjoy just casting this stuff. Even if it's not a popular upload for me, it's still fun for me. Less than a minute, everyone. Get ready. I enjoy being John Madden more than Jerry Rice any day. Which only football enthusiasts will understand that reference. Oh well. The tension is mounting for both teams as there's only a half a minute left. As always, we're going to focus on the Crystal Mine. We're going to see exactly who swarms that, and then we'll sort of take a zoom out and we'll see who takes everything else. Night Hall has about 5 minutes. All right. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and liftoff. Now we see a long march coming in all the way from the red side. We see Texas sort of taking its place by the Crystal Mine. There's a couple of long marches coming in for the Crystal Mine as well. That's going to be KRS control first. So they long marched against it and got it and are holding on to it. Now there are people everywhere right now. So right now, KRS is holding on to the Crystal Mine, a medical hall, and that looks to be it. No, wait, maybe the training... Okay, training ground as well. So the two major structures that KRS has is the Crystal Mine and the training ground. Texas has both North and South Tower Blessings, the Armory, and a couple other smaller nodes. People are probably still going to be filling up first. And we already are seeing our very first structure being rallied upon. That would be the South Tower Blessings. Texas is going to try and... No, I'm sorry. KRS is going to try and take that away from Texas. Texas is slow marching against it. And we do see that a lot of people are getting a little bit keen to these ideas too, because you see that both KRS and Texas are both taking their positions next to structures. So they're doing that for the Tower Blessings. Both Tower Blessings. We'll take a quick look over by the Armory. No one's over by the Armory. They long marched that. And we do see a Texas person by the training grounds. So that's the activity so far. So we're seeing a double rally being formed. It's not filling up too much just yet. But the South Tower Blessings is about to receive some love courtesy of KRS. And that is the only activity we see so far. So it looks like they're just sort of waiting things out. I see KRS troops dispersing. That might have been the rally going... Oh, I'm sorry, that's the wrong button. Okay, so those are all sync. Okay, I got it. All right, so this was a close one, I guess. Wow, look at that. So Texas was able to hold on. This is a defensive victory for Texas. KRS's stats are pretty good. Infantry defense is way down. Cav attack's down. So yeah, this person's stats isn't the best going into Vixen here. So I can see why that was a victory for Texas. Oh, but KRS with the double rally did end up taking it away. And there you have it. So it looks like Vixen might have been able to reinforce it, but this person's better stats going into it, and probably not the full contingent reinforcing it, was able to force a KRS victory for the Tower Blessings here. And now it's being filled up. Alright, now we're seeing the Crystal Mine. Texas is going to try and take that away from KRS. So we'll see some love there pretty soon, about 20 seconds. Meanwhile, KRS is going to be trying to take away the North Tower Blessings now. They're going to try and systematically turn the table. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was right. I got confused because the South Tower Blessings got retaken by Texas without me even knowing it. It was a complete defeat, it said. Okay, interesting. So Texas was able to reclaim it, but KRS is going to try and go for the North Tower now. And the Crystal Mine should be being marched upon right now, and we do see those lines moving in. That's going to hit first, actually. And there you see that one coming through. And the second one's a little bit delayed, but it will hit as well. They may have just enough time to reinforce it, but it's not going to matter because it does go over to Texas. Texas takes out the Crystal Mine. Doesn't look like... I don't know if it was just one... It was just one. One rally. Boom! Look at Sky's attack there. Good numbers going in there. Defensive defense is a little low for the defender. Look at that, though. 31% offensive damage, 72% offensive damage taken. There's a little lopsided there, but it's not bad. So Texas will take the Crystal Mine. At the same time, we do want to see what happened at the North Tower Blessings. Either the report... Shoot, I think they switched the buttons on me. Either the report didn't go through, or it was not a... Let's see. Is that the one we were just looking at? Okay. And then it was retaken? Alright, either way. So it does look like... Okay, so yeah. KRS was able to take control of the North Tower Blessings. However, the South Tower and the Crystal Mine both go over to Texas. So you see we're already starting to play structure ping pong. And here we have it. More love going towards the Crystal Mine. KRS is going to try and retake that from Texas. I don't know why I clicked on that. That's out in the void. No one likes the void. Go back over here. So we have a double rally being set for the Crystal Mine, and then we see a double rally being set as well for the training grounds. So Texas is going to try a two-pronged attack. And we see also defensive counter rallies being set for the Crystal Mine. So there's a lot of action at the Crystal Mine right now. So we're going to kind of focus on that. I see Texas marching in there to make sure it's fully reinforced. And it goes back, so that means it was fully reinforced. We see a lot of Texas troops going backwards. So, very, very, very good. It's always good to oversend rather than undersend. I've always said that. KRS does take control of the Crystal Mine. I hit the wrong button again. They need to switch that. Let's see. Narrow defeat. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Really powerful attack and defense. Comparable stats across the board for offensives and defensives. Archer attack's a little bit higher for Zap Sniper. And again, slightly lopsided offensives, but still, very good job on the part of KRS here for taking the Crystal Mine away. North Tower Blessings is in full control by KRS. And we do see that last rally went through, and that should have been for the training grounds? Should have been for the training ground. Yep, here we go. Disbursement from Texas. And that will be, I believe, yep, that is a Texas victory for them. How many rallies did that take? Grand victory. I wonder if it wasn't full. No, that was pretty full. All right, so good job on that part. So currently right now we're a few minutes into the match. There is, look how close this is. 731 points, slight favor for Texas, 729 points for KRS. Literally anybody's game. As we are playing structure ping pong. So we do see that, we see a double rally being set for the Tower Blessing. I believe that's the South Tower. Yep, oh, I'm starting to get better at this. So KRS is going to try and take away the South Tower Blessings, while Texas tries to take away the North Tower Blessings from KRS. So which one's going to go first? Okay, so 112 is going to go first. But only slightly. So we're going to take a look and see how well that works out. Currently, this one is under Texas control, so this will be a KRS double rally. Before that hits, we will take a look at this really quick. So about 10 seconds, and there will be points ticking away in favor for Texas in the Crystal Mine. So the first rally should have went through, and it did. It is still red control, which is Texas. I do see numbers, so it did go over to KRS, but it looks like it took a double rally to do so. Ooh. My goodness. So that was another defensive victory there in favor of Texas. Good defensives all around. It was a very good try by KRS, but in the end, it does go over. Now look at that. Look at Last Dragon. Last Dragon's a very good player. I've known this for quite a while. Very good stats overall. Let's take a look at the troops that were sent. Again, if you're watching in future time, you can pause this and take a look and see what people are sending. These are very good things to look at. These are all the attackers. We're going to get to the defenders pretty soon. And try and go a little bit quicker here. There we go. And here's what the defense had. Again, you won't be able to see it with me going this quickly, but if you're watching the VOD, definitely pause it, analyze it, see what people are sending. You'll probably start noticing patterns. All right. So we do see a complete flip-flop where Texas had the South Tower, KRS now has it, and where KRS had the North Tower, Texas now has it. The only constant is that KRS now fully controls the Crystal Mine. And the only bit of action we have right now is a double rally being set for the South Tower Blessing. So Texas is going to try and retake that from them. And that will be marching literally within seconds. So we are going to watch this carefully. And and you saw that there was a gas bomb that was thrown. So that actually does help out a little bit. It takes away some of the troops that you would have had, and it sends them into the hospital periodically. It won't flip their hospital, but you'll kind of forget sometimes what you have in there, and thus it makes it a harder way to like count things up. So that looks like a Texas victory there. And indeed it is. But close though. Raw did really good there against Zap Sniper. I mean, there's nothing I can really say against these stats here. These are strong stats. Across the board. Offensives and defensives, damage dealt, attacks. Very good overall. So really it comes down to a troop composition when the stats are so close. Okay, now we're seeing that Texas is going to try and take away KRS's Crystal Mine. And those rallies are going to be set in about a minute. In the meantime, KRS is going to be trying to set a double rally for the North Tower Blessings. The Night Hall should be coming up fairly... Man, I missed the Night Hall. Darn it. I'm so sorry, guys. So you can tell how quickly these guys destroyed the Night Hall because it caught me off guard. So that's actually a good time to check and see what the score is. Good God, 1 point! 1 point separates it. KRS with 1,073. Texas, 1,072. Screenshot that, guys. I'm screenshotting that right now. 1 point difference. This is going to be an amazing match. This is going to be a seriously amazing match. All right, so let's get back on track here. So we do see a triple rally being set for that Tower Blessings. So both teams are going after the other's respective Tower Blessings without throwing out names and whatnot. Wow, but there we go. So one already went through, and Texas will take over the South Tower Blessings pretty soon. And here comes the ping pong. KRS takes control of the North Tower. So Texas has the bottom, KRS has the top. I can guarantee you that we're going to see flip-flop in those rallies very soon. Complete defeat. So that might have just been the single. Yeah, those are single marches. So again, very good move. So this might have been the actual thing. Wow, look how close that was. Zap Sniper against the Last Dragon. The Last Dragon almost held on. 700% cav attack. Very good. But the defensives over here for Zapped are slightly superior. I mean, you could cut that with a knife. Look at that. It's so good. That's so good. So no current battles are being held, so this is a good time to recap. So right now, Texas has full control over the South Tower Blessings, is contending the Crystal Mine, and KRS is contending the North Tower Blessings. As far as other structures, Texas has full control of the Armory and Training Grounds. But look at KRS. Every other small part is completely taken by KRS. All Dragon Towers, all teleport points. No, I'm sorry, most teleport points. All supply points. So major structures in favor of Texas. Almost all other structures KRS favored. Still no battles being had right now. So they may be trying to feel each other out, seeing what's going to happen. I'm actually going to take a look now. Yeah, I mean, this is it looks way more KRS controlled than it is Texas. It's just that Texas is holding on to some very strong structures. All right, now we're finally seeing some action. We see a double rally being set for the South Tower Blessings. North Tower, sorry. So that's KRS control. That's a Texas rally against them. And that will be sent in 23 seconds. In the meantime, KRS is going to try and retake the Crystal Mine. And then we see, we also see another rally also being set. We see another rally being set for the Training Grounds. So that's going to be a KRS rally against that. However, these should be coming up. Okay, so those are going to start marching. So let's take a look at this. And it's from the Last Dragon. He's like right there, so you don't have to. He doesn't have to speed that up. It just marches nicely in. Okay, and that will become a Texas victory. Ah, I keep hitting that button. I think it only took one rally. No, I might have been wrong on that. Okay, no, grand defeats. Okay, yeah, literally only took one rally. Fully reinforced. A little bit less than a 6 million difference there. And this is a war between the Last Dragon and Zaf Sniper. Wow, wait, I didn't even look. I didn't even see that. Look at that. Look how strong Zaf Sniper's stats are offensively. And look at that infantry defense difference. Zaf Sniper 533%, the Last Dragon 368%. And that doesn't mean anything as long as no infantry percent, but if they were, they would be very underpowered. So I'm expecting to see some ping pong action here. Wow, look at that. Texas now is now contending both North and South Tower, full control of the Crystal Mine. But in the meantime, the training ground was taken away by KRS. And the armory is still the same. We do see KRS starting to pull away with some of the points here. 1,527 versus Texas 1,490. Currently, no battles are being set, and we still have quite a way until we get to the Night Hall. No, I say quite a way, but it's more like 7 minutes. And again, worthy to note. Oh, wait, here we go. Crystal Mine is also flipped over to KRS. So it was a grand victory. Okay, so there was probably a secondary rally here. Yep, okay, so here it was. So the first rally, Fallen Shadow only... he fell short just a little bit there. However, if we look at that 1,522... 1.5 million, really. And we see that that's the exact same amount in there with the second rally. They didn't have enough time to reinforce. So while Last Dragon did hold on for 1, 2 was just too overwhelming. That is a KRS victory. However, Texas still has both North and South Tower blessings in contention. Alright, so we do see Texas is going to be going after the training grounds. A double rally being set for that. And in the meantime, KRS is going to be setting a double rally for the South Tower, North Tower blessings. I will one day get my cardinal directions correct. And at the same time, while that's all being done, Texas will try and take back the Crystal Mine. So a lot of action going back and forth right now. And it's pretty much guaranteed. If it's double rally, it's going to be taken away. Like, you can already say it's a victory. It's just a matter of who can set the rallies quicker. So this is marching now. So again, this should switch over. Hasn't yet. It's still in Texas control. I believe that switched over though just now. No, I keep seeing things. Oh, there it is. There's a switch over. So yeah, that's a switch over. Training grounds as well. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if this North Tower starts to see that. But yeah, that is a KRS victory at the North Tower blessings. Let's take a look at that. Oh, actually, no. Let's take a look at this. Wow. So that's the first Texas-owned attack that did not work against KRS. Texas has had the only defensive victories. This is a good KRS victory right here. And again, we can see why. Look at Zaf's defensives on his infantry. Trying to see if there's any other notable differences here. Look at those defensive damages. 75% and 68%. Now versus an offensive damage of 8% and 13%. That's a rare mistake by Vixen here. Very, very small offensive damages. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they didn't switch out their word or their glass. Yeah, that's just, no, that's not going to work. Texas does take over the Crystal Mine, though, so we will see that secondary report. So was this the one that we were just looking at? Okay, so yeah. So they just didn't have enough time to reinforce it, and thus Zaft could not hold up to a full rally. Understandable. Nothing even to really report there. But it might have only been one had Vixen had the proper glass on. All right, now we see a slew of action here. We see one rally that just went through here and a second one. So Texas is going to try and... No, I'm sorry. That's KRS. KRS is going to try and take that away from Texas. And they do. That is now KRS dominated. Still very close, though. Very close. I will say there was a lot more troops in the attacking people than with the defending. But... yeah, no, that's just good all around. Good stats. Good power loss. Very good. So currently KRS is holding on to the lead, 1,946 points versus Texas 1,721. A double rally is being set for the Army, which has been under KRS control for a while now. So we're going to see if Texas can take that away from them. Now I see a whole bunch of lines coming inward, so that could be a quick reinforce. It's hard to tell which ones went through. But seeing all those lines going so quickly, I've got to think that those were all reinforcements. Doesn't matter though, because it does go over to Texas. So the first one was a defeat. Wow, very good KRS. Very, very good. But we also see that Raw wasn't all that good with his stats here. And I say not all that good. I literally just looked at Cav Attack. Everything else is fine, actually. So I will take that back. Even the offensives are good. So the second rally had to come in to finish it off. Actually, I do want to look at one more thing. I want to see if they reinforced properly or not. Oh, they did. Look at that. Look at that. So the surviving was 1.3 million troops for Shadow. I go back over here. Now there's 1.9. KRS was actually successful in reinforcing. Whether that works or not is regardless. That takes some quick fingers. Good job, KRS, to that. All right. Now we're seeing a lot of action at the Towers of Blessings. So it looks like, yep, so Texas is setting rallies for both of them right now. And currently KRS is setting a rally for the Crystal Mine. So while all that action is happening, they're going to try and flip that in their favor. We also see a double rally being set against the Armory. So both teams have two targets. Texas targeting both Towers of Blessings, KRS focusing Armory and Crystal Mine, which is what they should be doing. That's absolutely what both teams should be doing. They should be matching their opponent's number of buildings that they're going for. And the losing one should be trying to aim for one building more, or even higher than that. So let's focus on this Crystal Mine here, as that's about to be marched upon. How is the Night Hall? Night Hall, oh good, I'm glad I caught that. So just over a minute. Oh, look at that. Texas takes over both North and South Tower Blessings. So until this flips over, this is a very Texas-dominated board at the moment. And it looks like the rallies at the Crystal Mine are resolving. We will see if KRS can flip this in their favor. Imagine if they didn't. This would be a huge comeback for Texas. But as we've been saying, if double rally is set, it will be in the favor of the rally setters. And indeed it was. So the very first one was a defeat. A very good Texas hold-up. Wow, look at that. 21 million power loss versus only 13. Extremely strong from Raw. Very strong from Raw. And then we see the secondary one, which was a victory. But not by much. Good defense by Raw. There's nothing to be ashamed of in that. Alright, the Night Hall should be coming up. Yep, and it is. So let's see how quickly they dissolve this, this Night Hall. And then after that, we will check the points and see where everyone is standing. Getting close to the halfway mark. No one is really attacking it. Is there any big battles going on? There is. Wow. They're focusing really hard on those structures. Although now it's starting to receive some love. We're going to kind of stay away from the structures just for now, because I want to see how much they focus on the Night Hall. Then once it's done, we'll kind of get a building recap and see where everything is. But from what I can understand, the Night Hall from the last one, which we did not watch, went very quickly. This one is... What is that line? What is that line? That's probably part of the building structure. The building perimeter. I was like, what? This is a big laser beam coming out of the middle of nowhere. Alright, this isn't going fast at all. Okay, I lied. I'm going to go look elsewhere. So let's see what the structures are while everyone is not attacking. Wow. Texas is contending all 3 major structures. But the rest of the board is thoroughly blue. Thoroughly blue. We're still looking at 3/4 of the health on the Night Hall. This is not going like fast by any stretch of the word. And there's currently no battles, so either ones are resolving and they are. So apparently the South Tower is going back over to KRS. The North Tower is in full control by Texas, and the Crystal Mine is still in contention, but not for much longer. Half a minute, and that'll be up. This Night Hall should be being vigorously attacked, and it still isn't. Look, still 60%. We're nearly a minute into the Night Hall phase, and it's barely being hit. I gotta wonder if there is a glitch if people lose marches, so they're just not sending it. It's not going fast at all. Points are going pretty well, though. 1,571 points in favor of KRS, and then right behind them, Texas with 2,225. All right, there we go. Now it's going fast. I have to wonder if people even knew if it was even up, because now they're sending it in like hotcakes. It's not even a saying. I don't even know why I even said that. 24%. It's hard to even see the percentages at this point. 20%, 17. As marches are now resolving, we'll see a final count of the score after this, and then we will see which structures are being hit next. Here it goes. 5. Keep going. 3, 0. Okay. And the score after all that. KRS with 2,693. Texas, 2,287. KRS is starting to run away with this, but it is still anybody's game. Now, in the midst of all that, Texas was able to get full control of the Crystal Mine, so that will take away points for them, the biggest point maker, as well as the North Tower Blessings. Now we see, and this is very good by Texas, they're not sitting idly by. They are now going to try and retake the South Tower Blessings while they have full control of the North and the Crystal Mine. They also are contending training grounds. And that's it for that, though. A lot of the smaller structures are still in KRS favor, and I have to wonder if that gave them their early lead and is helping them maintain their lead. Alright, so Armory is about to be hit upon as well. Oh, look at that. Texas was able to take away the South Tower Blessings. Very good. Very good. Yeah, Raw did really good against Shadow. Good offensive victory for Texas. Alright, so in response to that, KRS is now sending at least a double rally to the North Tower Blessings. Did I get it right this time? Yeah, I got it right this time. And then it looks like they're also going to try and hit the South. So they're hitting the North and the South Tower Blessings at the exact same time. This is KRS I'm talking about. So what will Texas do? Texas is looking like they want to take out the Armory. Which is fine because they still have all 3 major structures. Now you go after middle structures. You keep the enemy on their toes. Especially if you're behind. You want to get them off balance so that they start losing concentration. All right, so that should be marching pretty soon here, and we do see some lines going pretty quickly over to this Tower of Blessings. First one went through, second one now went through. So very little time to reinforce, if any. We'll see if the numbers change here in the first one or if it's in the second one. It's only in the first one. Only took one rally. Very good. Fallen Shadow versus the Last Dragon. Very, very good battle there. Again, for those of you guys watching in the VOD, here is a list of the troops that they are sending. I know it's hard for the live viewers to watch this. However, just pause it in the middle of the video in the VOD, and you can sort of take notes on what people are sending. Both in the rallies and in the defensive. Now we're within the defender here. You all see what type of dragon that they're sending, which really doesn't, actually, you shouldn't even note that. Just note that which dragon gets the most kills. Because there are so many contingents out there, so people are only sending like minor dragons. So there's that formation. Let's see what the battles are right now. We are starting to see some of the smaller structures getting hit now. This little supply point got some love. Or is going to. What else we have here? Looks like Texas is going to try and take away what was just taken away from them, as they should. Because right now, Texas is getting full numbers off of the South Tower Blessings and the Crystal Mine. So if they can take the North Tower away before it starts ticking away for KRS, they can start closing the gap pretty quickly. But now look at this, guys. The area in the small structures are starting to look more and more red. So Texas might have caught on to what KRS was doing. Good eyes on their part. Very good eyes. And we do see that battle resolved, and that will be a Texas victory for the supply point. Curious what was in there, actually. Well, that's actually the Tower Blessings. That wasn't the first one. So it actually took 2 rallies to bring this down. No, that's a small contingent. All right, so I actually don't know what happened on that one. What's good to know is that Texas now is gaining control of it. That's what's important. However, this North Tower Blessings is now going to be ticking in favor of KRS. Was that what I was looking at before? Actually, that might have been what I was looking at. Let's see again. Ooh. That's interesting. Hold on. Alright, so Sky could not be Fallen Shadow, and there was only 700,000 troops left. And then they fully reinforced it again? Look at that. Interesting. Either way, great job for KRS for holding on to the North Tower. South Tower and Crystal Mine still in Texas's control. And we do see that the gap is starting to close a little bit. KRS with just over 3,000, Texas teetering on 2.8 thousand. This is starting to look very Texas again. What battles are currently being set, though? So we do see a double rally against the Tower Blessings here. Texas will try and take that away. And now we're seeing a little bit of action here. KRS is going to try and take away the Crystal Mine. Very good on their part, as it's been ticking in Texas' favor for quite a while now. But I believe... yeah, so the Tower of Blessings has already been resolved. It's not going to show fully just yet. So let's take a look at the Crystal Mine. We're going to sort of watch that, because that's going to be a big battle. In about 5 seconds, you're going to see those lines starting to speed up. And I do say speed up, because they are doing that. A lot of matches I've seen before, they've been just sort of slow marching it. I do like the fact that they're hurrying. They've got like a hurry up offense right now. And I say that, but now I see slow marching. But that might also be because they're waiting for the other rally to actually set foot. So I will withhold judgment until the end for this one. However, we do see troops starting to disperse from there. And that will be a KRS victory. Whether it took 1 or 2, let's take a look and see. Ooh. Again, cut that with a knife. Very good defense by Havoc. Almost won. Just about won. A small percentage here, a different type of troop there. That's all it really would have did. A sneeze. And Havoc would have actually had that. Good job. Very good defense. Again, nothing to be ashamed at that loss. Because that was a strong defense. And Texas is not having any of it, as they're going to be trying to retake it before KRS can start ticking points on it. We see, let's see, hold on. 1, 2, there's a triple rally from Texas and a counter rally set as well. So, a lot of love about to be happening here. Right now, Texas is gaining points from the South Tower. KRS is gaining points from the North Tower. KRS is in contention for the Crystal Mine, but it's not giving them points. And Texas has full control of the training grounds. Armory is in contention by KRS. A lot of things I'm throwing at you at the same time. Try and follow the best way that you can. Texas will reclaim the Crystal Mine. It will take some time before it ticks away 4 points again. But it is out of KRS's hands at the moment. It was a narrow victory here. I don't know if that was narrow. That was actually a pretty good victory. I guess if it's less than 2 million, right? Yeah, that's probably what it is. It's probably just less than 2 million. It's classified as a narrow whatever. So, there is that. KRS is now going to respond and try and take away the training grounds. At this point, I'd be just trying to hit the Crystal Mine again. And that might be what they're about to do, actually, as we just scroll down there. But the first one that's going to happen is the Armory here. So, let's take a look at that. I feel like I need to keep looking at the score, because the score keeps... The lead for KRS keeps dwindling. KRS, 3,321, still in the lead. Texas with 3,047. We still have 22 minutes left in this match. Literally anything could happen. We do see the speeding line starting to come in. Might still be a ways off, though. Okay, so nothing else really has changed, except I see a lot of the smaller structures going back to blue. And that might be what's keeping KRS kind of in the lead and not dwindling as much on the points. Because Texas a little while ago was just under 200 points behind. They're starting to go a little bit further than that, but... Alright, so KRS troops are dispersing out of there. So that first rally doesn't look like it was a victory. Taking a while for it to go through. Ooh. Well, that was a single... No, that wasn't a full-fledged march. Okay. Interesting. So Texas should be getting control of the Crystal Mine pretty soon, actually. Yeah. They're going to start taking away points now, unless there's a rally being set against it, which there is now. There is. But it looks like just a single rally. Unless the other one just went through without me seeing it. That's just a single rally against the Crystal Mine. We know double rallies are pretty much a sure victory. But singles have been kind of going back and forth, really, between both teams. Both teams have had successful defensive victories. We're going to watch this for a few seconds because I kind of want to see. And we'll see if there's anything else going on, which there is. Okay, so there is. Losing my voice a little bit here. So you hear me do some clearing of my throat or being quiet for a little bit. I'm just letting my voice heal a little bit. Sort of the downside of being the only person on my commentating squad. But right now, Texas is gaining full points off of this. And we do see the animation for battle happening, but no dispersion of troops, no counter below the structure. So we're not too sure. I mean, I will check the battle report, see if there's anything there first. And it says complete defeat, but that was only a single march. But look at this too, though. KRS is employing the same strategy Texas has in a lot of other matches. They're sending single marches to weaken the troops. This doesn't look like it's a KRS victory, though. Well, there it is. Did it switch over? It didn't switch over. That is still Texas controlled. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let's look at that report. That report's going to be interesting. Just takes a while for it to come up there. Narrow defeat. Oh, okay. All right. So, in the end, they were able to get through. But, man, that was close. So, it will go over to KRS. And it goes right back to Texas. So whatever was in there after the rally was not enough to hold up at least against either a counter rally, which I didn't see, or a single march. So good job on Texas' part. I mean, granted, they're not getting points from the North Tower or the Crystal Mine at the moment, but it's not in KRS control right now. And again, we're seeing that lead not as prominent now. KRS still in the lead, though, 3,641 points versus a Texas 3,434. So let's see what battles are being set right now. We see a lot of action. There's a lot of action. Armory is about to be marched upon. That is a KRS-controlled armory. Well, actually, it's in contention. It's not even in full control. So that's one piece of action there. Another one is going to be this Tower Blessing. That is a Texas contended Tower Blessing. KRS is going to try and take that away from them. And we do see this is starting to march against it. Now the second one is coming, so we should start seeing a little bit of a speed up here from both ends. And we do. At least from the first one. I mean, pretty much any little bit could start to push it one way or the other for each team. Wow, look at that. All right, so we even have some action going towards the Crystal Mine. So KRS is going to try and take the North Tower and the Crystal Mine. Texas is trying to take away the Armory. There's about a 250-point difference between the two teams. It's not accurate. I just did that quick math in my head. But that tells you how intense this match is. Remember, I took that screenshot earlier. There was a 1-point difference. Okay, Texas was able to retake the Crystal Mine. Unless I read that wrong. No, I read that wrong. No, I meant KRS took control of the Tower of Blessings. See, this is what happens. When I'm by myself and it's a really close match, it's hard for me to get everything right. So close. Ooh. Very good. Very good defense. Yeah, that's a strong defense. Good job. But in the end, KRS will flip the Crystal Mine and the North Tower Blessings. No points taken away from it. And Texas is getting points from the South Tower Blessings, which I believe is about to be marched upon. But let's see if we can't find the battle reports for this first. Let's see, this is one of them. Okay, so there was definitely some extra action going against that, and that's the reason why Fallen Shadow was able to take this over with ease. I mean, there's only 1.4 million troops left after the other rallies. Totally understandable. However, like I said, no teams are getting points for the North or the North Tower Blessings or the Crystal Mine as they are in contention. But the South Tower is ticking away in Texas' favor. We do see that this is being marched upon as well. Texas is setting in quick marches once again to weaken it. So this probably will flip before KRS can gain any points from it. Although we do see Texas troops going backwards. I think there was another rally in there that was being set upon it. So far, though, KRS is holding strong on that. And in just 6 seconds, they will be ticking points down for it. Yeah, look at that. It was a close match. Whoa. Whoa. Good defense for KRS there. Strong attempt by Sky, but very good Zap Sniper. Okay. So North Tower ticking for KRS, South Tower ticking for Texas. Crystal Mine is just 14 seconds away from ticking away as well. Now the night haul has begun as well. This will probably be the last night haul, as we only have about 15 minutes left in the match. So let's see how much people prioritize this. Right now it's at 90%. And based upon the lines that are moving, it does appear that they are prioritizing this just a little bit more. I see a lot of lines come from this castle. That's a KRS castle. And in the meantime, there are no battles, so this is a focus. At the end of the night haul, as we always do, we will do a little bit of a point recap, just to see. Alright, so in the meantime, there is a double rally being set against the training grounds. So Texas will try and take that while this night haul is still in effect. And still very healthy, 76% left. I have to wonder if there is a glitch with sending troops in. Normally, you just want to just eat this thing up. It's really good points. Let's take a look at the big map, though. No, I don't see any other sniping happening. But look at all that blue. Take note of this, guys. Almost all the small structures, except for 1, 2, 3. 3 are under Texas control, but the rest are under KRS. And that might be a big reason why they are still in the lead. And pulling away, mind you. Alright, Night Hall is receiving just a little bit more action. Still at about half its health, though. And it's been active for a while. See a lot of Texas castles marching upon it. You really are, if you're a Texas fan, you are really hoping that they are going to come out strong at the end of this night haul. At this point, as we're getting later into the event, they're running out of options to take this away from KRS. 32%, 31%, and it is starting to go down a lot quicker now. No surprise battles right now. 18%. I do have to wonder if there's a small glitch though, because it sits at the same percentage for a while I see troops hitting it. Either way, in about 2 seconds or so, this is going to be all done. And there goes the shield. So let's look at those points. Yeah, no, that's actually closer than I thought it would be. KRS is at 4,247. Texas is at 4,010. 237 points separate these teams. So it's going to be... all right, so and we're already seeing quick action. Very good. This is what I like to see. Never surrender. Never say die. We see a Texas rally against the... what was that? The Armory? Yeah. A Texas rally against the Armory. We see a KRS rally against the training grounds. And then at the same time, we are going to see if the Crystal Mine can flip. Crystal Mine is currently ticking away and giving points to Texas. KRS will try and take that away from them. Again, worthy to note, North Tower is ticking away for KRS. Texas is getting points from the Crystal Mine and the Tower of Blessings. When they're in contention, no one's getting points. They have to flip over. That's the rule. So the Tower of Blessings are being left alone. The Crystal Mine's going to be a big thing of action pretty soon. So let's take a look at the armory. We'll see how if that flips over to Texas control. Now I see one going through, and there's a second one, making it very difficult to reinforce as always. I mean, the fact that we saw that one successful reinforcement happen before was just phenomenal. Like, that's really good gameplay there. It's very polished gameplay. So the first Texas rally hits, and it looks like a KRS victory. The second one has to tick away, then that will probably turn it over to Texas, which it does. Let's take a look and see how that all panned out. And yep, that looks like how it actually went down. It was close on the first one. Yeah. Vixen was so close to getting Sniper out of there. But there was 1.3 million troops at the end of that. And it looks like they actually end up getting just a little bit extra reinforcement because now there's 1.4 in there. But Raw was able to finish it off and make it a Texas victory. Okay, so it also looks like KRS was able to flip the Crystal Mine. Okay, and this one we're looking at? No, that would have been the... Yep, so that would actually been it right there. So you see Texas kind of slow marching in there with the other two things to try and re-get it. But yeah, that's pretty good. In fact, let's look at this defeat right here. Yeah, so that was actually a counter rally. This is an instance of a counter rally. Very close. In the end, though, it will flip over to KRS. Not ticking points yet. But unless it's flipped back in 75 seconds, it will be. And now we do see Texas coming into action here to try and take that away before it does tick away for points. And in the meantime, KRS is going to be trying to take away the armory. 7 minutes left in the match. 4,518 points for KRS. And Texas has 4,178. Holding a little bit away there, KRS. We will see this double rally being set very soon. 4 seconds away, so we will zoom in on that. Which is a good decision by Texas. However, I probably would also be going for the North Tower Blessing since that is giving them points. See those marching speeding up and going through. Troops dispersing. Still KRS controlled. So the first one looks like they held on. And the second one, they flipped it. So Texas looks like they will take the Crystal Mine back. No points are being ticked away for it. And that was the final one right there. Very close, though. Very close. Very good attack by Raw. Yeah, very good offensive damages, very good defensive damages. Nothing really negative to say about it. It's just, that was really good. Alright, so Texas is going to try and take away keep the Crystal Mine. However, KRS has taken away the South Tower Blessings. That is a very recent one because of those big numbers there. And I believe that's the one. Yeah, look at that. Zap Sniper. Pretty much, I've seen Zap Sniper's name a bunch on these things, so bravo to him. Good rallies being set. Him or her. I actually have no idea. Now, I will say this, though. Look at this offensive. I'm actually noticing there's none. There's no offensive damage. It's 20% offensive damage taken. Ooh. That's probably why it was so close, too. Because that's just a free set of defensive damages for the enemy team. Less than 5 minutes to go. Texas is starting to really fall behind with a nearly 500 point deficit, probably the highest deficit in the game so far. We do see a double rally being set for the Army that Texas will try and take out of KRS's hands. So we'll see if those numbers change. The first one doesn't look like it changed, though. It's going to be up to that second rally to see if it comes through. Ooh. Is that a second disbursement? Man. Did KRS hold on through a double rally? Or is that just the same? I've got to see that, because now that's fully KRS controlled now. Ooh, look at that. They did hold on from a double rally. So Raw came in and almost took out, so there's 1.4 million in there. How did they hold on? Well, okay, so that's the reason then. So Vixen didn't have a full contingent, nowhere near. And Fallen Shadow also didn't, so it just came down to stats. Regardless, that's the first double rally in this match that I've seen a victory, a defeat from. So KRS Defense gets an A+ for that. Very, very good. Now we start to see this really start to pull away as KRS has full control of the North and South Tower Blessings and is in contention of the Crystal Mine. The only thing that Texas is holding on to right now, actually, is nothing. They are holding on to nothing. However, this has been an amazing match. An amazing match. Two great teams. And again, it was really cool to have that screenshot. I'm going to share that in the players chat of how there was a 1-point difference. Literally 1-point difference separating the two. This has been a close match up until the last 5 minutes of this game. So congratulations to KRS, who will hold on to their undefeated streak. And I mean, really, still good job at Texas for holding on against such a strong opponent. I'm sure that they'll watch this VOD. They will see the differences. I mean, like I said, the one thing that I'm pointing out is that KRS was holding on to all but 2 of the small structures. So all Dragon Towers was KRS controlled. Nearly all teleport points. Nearly all supply points. I have to wonder if that helped them start to pull away. I could be wrong, but that just seems like what it was to me. Very, very, very crafty. Very, very good move. Crafty's probably not the right word. But a minute and a half left in the match, guys. And as I said, this will be a KRS victory. Everyone, thanks for watching. Malachi especially for being my first and last person to speak in chat so far. Malachi, thanks for talking. Evil Ranger 493, thank you as well. Terry, Sherry, didn't even mean for that to happen. Crystal, RJ, thank you so much for chatting with me today, guys. I am going to let this tick away, but this is pretty much the end of, pretty much the end of the broadcast. Were there any? I was really hoping for a castle hit, but no, well. Oh, now they're just dueling people. They're dueling people. How did it go? Well, there you go. Good job, Texas Sky against KRS Dragon Keith. It's the minor victories that make things worth it. But this is a pretty good indicator of what the final score will be. I'll keep it on here for the remainder of the stream, which is 30 seconds. So KRS, 5,167. Texas, 4,382. Again, nothing to be ashamed with. Texas is still an extremely strong competitor and has a very good shot of seeing the finals. And it was really fun to see KRS in its full array and its full strength. I look forward to casting them again in the near future. But everybody also, thank you so much for watching. I'll be back here on Sunday. And until next time, I will see you on the battlefield.